Hello, my name is Kristen. I'm a speech-language pathologist with Milestone Therapy. I am here to discuss some ideas for family fun activities to do with your children as this colder weather rolls in. It is finally December and temperatures are dropping, and it's a bit harder to find things indoors to keep your children engaged and excited about, as well as expanding their speech and language skills. I have a few ideas that I will explain for you, focusing on some different activities that you can do indoors. So let me share this. So on this handout, as you can see, there's a little bit of an explanation behind here how important it is to focus on live engagement and interaction with your children. There's a little blurb here, 2016, no screen time was recommended for children under the age of 2. This day and age, technology is everywhere, and it has become harder and harder to find ways to entertain children in real life interaction, not on the iPad, YouTube, Netflix, different apps. It can be tough sometimes. So I've come up with some ideas that the family can interact with together. So first off here we have, I call it hide and find. So this is when you are going to find an object, maybe a favorite stuffed animal or a Santa hat, something silly like that, that you are going to hide somewhere in a room. So let's say you are hiding a teddy bear in your living room. So you can take your child and go around. You can work on asking questions. Is it under the chair? Is it on the TV? Is it under the pillow? And have them practice responding, yes, no, there it is. This also helps to expand vocabulary by identifying familiar objects such as pillows, couch, chair, TV, etc. So you can practice labeling different things in the room. Another option is this next one, the pillow and blanket fort. So these, anything you have around the house to try and make a comfy and fun area. This is great for following directions. Get the blanket, put it on the chair. Get the blue pillow, put it under the chair. Get the yellow sheet, put it here. And it's also great to expand creativity and vocabulary and, just kind of build something fun together. The next option we have here is to play I Spy. So the example on here says I spy something brown and squishy. So that would be a teddy bear. You could also, if that's a little bit too advanced, you could just go ahead and say what you spy. I spy a blue car, and then see if they can go find the blue car that you see. Or I spy the green tree, the red present, and have them, listening, processing what you're saying, expanding that vocabulary, and then being active by going to go and try and find it. Our next one is the living room library. So this can be really fun if you have a flashlight, even on your phone, something like that. You can set up a cozy little area, maybe get a sleeping bag out, their favorite blanket, and I don't know, make some popcorn, something fun. Get the flashlight out and read some books together. It's really tough these days to try and get kids to sit down and read through those stories. So, gather some books that you may have laying around, even if they're for older children. If they have photos, you can go ahead, flip through those photos, pointing and labeling different things that you see in the picture. There's the sun, I see a car, I see a boy, and have that child pointing with you, trying to label, or even just identifying different things in the photo can help expand vocabulary. If they're a little bit past that stage, you can work on asking some WH questions while you're reading. For example, if the sentence in the book, little Tommy went to the store and bought 5 apples. What did Tommy buy at the store? And wait a little bit, see if your child's understanding what you're asking and able to answer those WH questions. Another one, and I think this is more of a PT type thing. But ice cube races. So this would probably be for an older kid. Well, really, honestly, a 2 to 5-year-old, I would say, would be a good age for this. But this is great for the family of all ages. You get straws out and the little square ice cubes, or really whatever you have in your fridge, and practice blowing them across the table. This is a great way to work on breathing, making sure they're getting enough respiratory air in there to be producing sentences smoothly and getting all those words out without running out of air. It's also just kind of fun and a little messy, which can be fun to do with the family. Another easy project, you get paintbrushes or watercolors and you can paint on some paper. I know at the dollar store these are a dollar or two. So this is great working on colors and action words. You know, I'm going to use red. I'm painting with green. I'm drawing a circle. I'm making a triangle. Different ways that you can describe your action. When you are describing what you are doing, it is modeling for your children different sentence structure, ways to use vocabulary, ways to describe action. Those are all important skills to start building. Another fun activity we have here is to bake a treat together, especially around the holidays. There's lots of easy little things that you can make. An example here is trail mix. So some trail mix is just pretzels, Chex, M&Ms, maybe peanuts. And this is a really great way to, engage them, work together, follow some directions, learn some vocabulary. So if you are making the trail mix, you can help point to different things, put the M&Ms in, put the peanuts in, fill the Chex cereal up to this line, it's only 1 cup. Different things like that to start learning some directions and sequencing and the process of how things can be made. The next activity listed here is stamp artwork. So you can really use anything around the house that you're willing to get a little dirty with paint and then throw away. Some examples are paper towel rolls or Q-tips that you may have laying around the house. And this is, again, just a great activity to work on some table time, sitting down and following directions or naming different colors while you're making some artwork. The next one you do need a couple supplies for. I would say pipe cleaners I don't typically have laying around the house, so that might be something to go grab next time you are out at the store. Again, I know they're at the dollar store, so they should be hopefully pretty easy to find. And all you really need is that, I would say Cheerios, but my kiddos would probably eat those. So if you're okay with that, then that's fun. This is a little bit more fine motor skills, but also expanding that vocabulary. Putting the Cheerios on, making bracelets, even for the holidays, it may be fun to get beads and have them work on making different bracelets or keychains for family gifts. That could be pretty fun. A way to incorporate language, I would say, is if you are holding all of the beads or Cheerios from the child, have them ask you for them instead of just handing them every single bead or every Cheerio. They can request by please, more. They can be pointing. They could start building full sentences. I want bead. I want Cheerio. I want orange bead. Different ways like that to start expanding their words and their language with you. The next one here is a magazine collage. This is fun, especially with all the ads we're getting right now for the Black Friday shopping and everything else going on. Cutting those pictures out, even if it's a newspaper, and gluing them onto a page, talking about what's happening in the photo, what the child sees, what kind of objects, what kind of actions are going on. Oh, they're baking a cake. Oh, this little girl has a new doll. Just kind of talking about those things, and then hanging up artwork after you make it is always really exciting. really fun to see what you've made, and then they're able to show other family or friends that may come over what they have done and be really proud of themselves. And then the last one here is a favorite, I would say, for many of my kids, shaving cream. So shaving cream is not edible, I would say. So make sure that you are watching your child during this activity. This is another great way to do some tabletop time. Sit down, practice letters, some shapes, drawing in there, and getting a little messy but having fun. If you're willing to put any like little toy cars or little toys, magnets you may have laying out around the house that you can wash off later, that can also make the activity a little bit more fun, rushing cars through there and practicing different sounds. If you have little animals, that's also a great way to hide them in the shaving cream, and the child pulls out animals that were hidden in there. It's a cow. What does the cow say? Cow says moo. Modeling different types of language and doing those animal sounds and car sounds is just another way to engage the child, make it a little bit more fun and silly. And that can help with drawing out a little bit more language with them. You can also work on, labeling the different objects in there, completing full sentences. I found the car, to work on expanding some language. And that is all that I have for now. I will post another video with a second part that has some more activities that are more child independent. If you are one of the many families who are working from home, have other children, virtual schooling, or Christmas break, whatever it may be, I will describe some more child independent activities if you do not have as much time to engage in the ones that I just described before. All right, thank you.